Although this guy won, it's an emotional Pyrrhic victory. Even in the woo community, you would think there'd be some good sportsmanship there. Excuse me. You'd think there'd be some good sportsmanship there, but of course not. And oh no, there isn't. Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning, wherever you happen to be on this big, beautiful planet we call Earth, third rock from the sun, Terra, or as I commonly refer it to, Earth, Azkaban, because if we're supposed to be magical and mystical and all that's good stuff jazz there, then, hey, Azkaban had only one breakee out of it, and the author of that series never did say how, any more than the 3 dudes that escaped Alcatraz. Well, we're not going to find out until we get to the afterlife, so yeah. Hi, y'all. It's your host, Missy K. Clark, of the Storyteller Gone Rogue podcast. On this post-election day, November 6th of 2024. I'm happy he won. I'm happy. What I'm not happy about is the other side not winning, taking it out on those who did. Whatever happened to good sportsmanship? There's winning gracefully, and then there's losing gracefully. Yes, feel how you're feeling about it. I get it. There's a balance to it, too, that those of you feeling some kind of way still on this channel, having voted for his opponent, that's fine. You can. That's fine. That was your prerogative. There is such things as being shitty winners, and there is such things as being shitty losers. But then there's such a thing as being a very gracious winner, and there's such a thing as being a gracious loser. Okay? And it's not right that had the situation been reversed and the losing side would be on the other side of this face right now, they would be expecting me to pull myself up by my bootstraps and suck it up and come on and let's unite and let's work together and yada da 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 and all the other platitudes they were expecting us to bow to. But now you guys have to take your own advice. And I'm not trying to let the joy of my particular candidate be dampened and diminished a bit because y'all don't know how to show any good sportsmanship. No, my heart goes out to you that you feel this way. It does. Because if I was on the other side of that, if I was on your shoes, I would expect you to come to my side and be like, you know what? Yeah, your guy didn't win. I'm so sorry. Okay? Your girl didn't win. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're feeling bad. I'm sorry you genuinely believed in something. I think you got duped. I really do. And I feel bad that y'all are still holding on to what the press told you about him through the prism of her point of view. And you got family members, you got close friends, you got loved ones, you got favorite peoples in your lives, that you want to throw all that away because they don't see the same position you do, or they don't see your perspective, or you don't see their perspective. No, you can't do that. And this is why it's taken away the joy in this man. I mean, do you fucking really believe he wants to take away your right to have a kid? Your right to go ahead and commit homicide on that child in utero? No, that's what he's trying to protect, the right of the baby. Not you, okay, mommy don't know how to, control herself and keep her pants on and her legs from around behind the ears. So the kid has to pick up what mommy couldn't be discerning to. Yeah, okay. Then if that makes me hating on y'all's reproductive rights, then so be it. I'm hating on them. Then leave my channel. Goodbye. But, really? Hating on Jews? Hating on women? A supposed rapist? If he was an alleged rapist, don't you think he would have been in jail long before this? 1, 2, why is it all right, excuse me, for your side to be rapist, Bill Clinton, Doug Emhoff? But now the running joke is, now he's beaten more women than Doug Emhoff has. He's beaten Hillary, now he's beating her. But the fact is, ladies and gentlemen, that under a Democrat, I have been living in a fucking hotel room for 3 out of 4 years. I'm done. I'm done. I'm sick of the debt. I'm sick of living on a borrowed bed. I'm sick of having to fight off cockroaches. I'm sick of the constant infighting, particularly in the spiritual and the woo community, that y'all can't see past your feelings and empathize with somebody else, that we feel bad that you're feeling bad, and that you can't be happy for somebody even though you ideologically oppose somebody else. At least be happy for them. This is why we are where we are now. And if you don't see the conditioning, get the fuck off my channel. I don't want you here. This goes past fucking little partisan politics and all this other shit. Hey, the other side put up a lousy candidate. Did you ever think about that? Why must all the fault lie on one individual and one individual alone? USA Today is now blaming, now it's all Biden's fault. You know what? No, it's your ideological point of view's fault. And what this was trying to demonstrate, I'm sick of the bifurcation, y'all. I'm sick of the disunity. I'm sick of, okay, you had your side can't be happy for the side that fucking won. That is good sportsmanship. And you winning, be gracious enough and say, hey, I'm really sorry the rest of the world and the rest of the country don't want to hold on to that same Marxism/fascist attitude you would have brought down on everyone having her put in there. She didn't earn it. And I'm sure y'all easily say, when we say, hey, wouldn't you want to have somebody who earned the position? Of course you would. Now, you would say that, and that's perfectly legit to say when Aziz tell you that. But when somebody who voted for Trump tells you that, no, ladies, grow up. Show some good sportsmanship. This is how you issue in and usher in the new. Just like all of this garbage where one of the channels I follow on this platform, I will not say who he is, I don't want to, but you know who you are if you're listening, actually saying that Donald Trump is one of them because he was, quote, friends with Epstein. Okay, brother, did you ever hear of keeping your friends close and your enemies closer? Just because he was friends with ilk didn't mean that the ilk necessarily has to stain Teflon Don. Okay, he might have been friends with a sick fuck, and we're calling J.E. a sick fuck, alright? But that didn't mean he engaged in what sick fuck engaged in. Okay? He was just there for straight up something else past the muck. Or like an innocent man crawling through a quarter-mile worth of septic sewage to freedom. Would you have done the same thing? That would have killed me to do it, but I know I would have. I know I would have done it. I would have been mouth breathing the whole fucking time. And puking all the way there from the end to the back. But I tell you what. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I ain't gonna make this too long. God saved our asses from the fire. Our bacon from the fire last night. Man, there's just no other way to put this. There is no other way to put this. News reports came out, because you won't find it on the bought and sold regime media. One Amish dude of the Amish community alone, single-handedly, as I understand it, took his little horse and buggy and went from Pennsylvania to every Amish community he knew of, every Amish, every Mennonite in between Pennsylvania and Michigan, and talked with all the Amish about, hey, look, you don't come out and vote, you're going to lose this country. They're going to come after us. I don't usually ask you this. You know of me. Vote Trump. And the Amish vote came out like cockroaches from a demolition. They literally, like ants on a drop peach, they put it over for him. That's 1. 2, the urban vote wasn't around. 3, men came out for Trump. And I'm talking about men, not men. The one that want themselves in lady sports. Yeah, that's not a man. That's a pussy. But another topic for another time. I'm done with you woo folks, and if you don't want to speak to me ever again, fine. Leave my channel, block me, ignore me, don't care. Part of why we have not matured past I want it, and why the Z's have said you're too busy holding on passionately to your staunchness and beliefs. Whatever happened to good sportsmanship? Whatever happened to good manners? Whatever happened to being happy for somebody even though you diametrically opposed the viewpoint? Because if the shoe were on the other foot, wouldn't you want us supporting you? Or would you want us saying, no, we don't want you supporting us until you get in line of how we think? No. That is trouncing on free will, and you know that. So if you want to continue to hold that belief and then continue to hold on to the belief why you think she should have won, then you got some more work to do. But clearly I did my work, because I came up in a time when if you played in competition, it was the fact that you won, that you played the game, you enjoyed the game, you might have lost, you learned something. And you come back bigger, better, stronger. And you come back more seasoned and deepened and enriched and more enriched. That's what you learn from this. Not, I didn't like the ideology, how terrible, but how people can think that way. That's very judgmental in my view. But it's coming off judgy. It's coming off finger pointing. And I know that's not what you intended, but I know you're heartbroken. You really are, and it's understandable. But that's also why you don't type out something like that when you're in the middle of your feels either. Anyway, I am happy he won. I will not lie to you. I am thrilled he won. Okay, Pennsylvania, y'all turned it out. Thank you for that. Arizona, you turned it out. Thank you for that. Michigan, you turned it out. Wisconsin, you turned it out. Okay, but the rest of y'all dopes in the northeastern states, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, New York, New Jersey, Maryland, and Virginia, and fuck y'all. Save for maybe Maine. You know what? And Illinois, looking at you too. Okay, Minnesota, you're hopeless. And Colorado, New Mexico, and the rest of the Northwest, all the way down, and Pornophonia, yeah, okay. Why don't y'all become your own nation and your own country and see how long you'll last? Then we'll talk. I ain't got no time for this shit. I really don't. But I am so happy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am fucking thrilled he won. Patriots, you pulled it out. Conservatives, independents, you pulled it out. And I usually identify as an independent. I was getting ready to say Republican. No, I don't. I identify strictly as an independent. I just voted straight Republican across the board because there was no way all of that boys and girls locker rooms and hang on one second, I'm taking a drink of water and I'm gonna take a smoke. So after this brief commercial timeout, I'm gonna pause my recording. I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so I'm resuming recording. I'm happy he won. I'm happy. What? Yep, I'm happy he won too. I'm not gonna lie. I had a day to sleep on it, as well as that's my cat Oscar. You here? Say hello, Oscar. Tell the people how you doing. Are you gonna go meow at me? No. You wanna go bye-bye? You wanna go bye-bye? Okay, go bye-bye. See you later. He went bye-bye. And this little bell you hear going off in the distance. I'm kind of pissed at the woo community. I won't name the one I'm part of because, you know, he's got nothing to do with it, but some of the people there, and we're still growing, and according to what his particular harvester friends have told him, we're all growing through it, and we're all going through it. And these indeed are growing pains. So I will give myself and them that. And if I sound a little better than the previous recording, A, I'm not crying. B, I had another day to sleep on it. C, and good sleep at that. Oh my God, 7 hours straight. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I haven't slept 7 hours since I was a kid, let alone recently. I'm good at maybe 5, 6, but 7? Yeah, I guess I needed it. And 3, I got my party favors with me in the form of microdosing. Thank you very much. But I'm really disappointed with the woo community, because if the shoe was on the other foot, and if they were being the ones victorious right now and loving the fact that the first supposed black female would have been president. No. whatever's a movie, whatever's not, these feelings are real. And I'm not discounting the disappointed and the non-winning side. Okay? Folks, if you want to try bridging gaps, let's not put quotation marks around the word one, okay? Like a particular individual had said, and through his talking with his channel, with his Harvest of Friends or his poker club. We're still working through a lot of raw, conditioned, taught, ingratiated old stuff. Okay? So I'm giving y'all the benefit of the doubt. Alright? Y'all can be, I'm upset today because of it. Because you know what? I would have been the same way. Okay? But like I said in the previous, there's poor sportsmanship in losing, and there's poor / learning, and then there's poor sportsmanship in your side is successful. AKA, okay, you've made some success, don't let it go to your head. Okay, you've had some setbacks, don't take it personally and don't take it to heart. Same thing with having the successes taken to heart and going to your head, and taking the setbacks to heart and going to your head. It happens. It's life. This is Earth School. It ain't for the fucking squeamish. Okay? But I will say that the powers that had been, and yes, I do say the powers that had been. Why? We had been controlled, ladies and gentlemen. We had been programmed, conditioned, schooled, educated, ingrained in the way they wanted, the powers that be wanted you to think. Let me tell you, I can't fucking wait to get my ass out of credit card debt. Let me tell you, when this man was in charge, when he was 45, okay? I had money in my pocket, kids. Alright? Was getting my ass out of debt. I had money in my savings account. I had furniture under my ass. I had acute rental. Now where the fuck am I? For the full almost 4 years of this President number 46 administration, in a hotel room with 2 other big dudes, cramped as fuck. Does that sound like prosperity to you? I don't think so. That's number one. Number two, that's because the powers that had been were running 46. And 46 before 45 is part of that same crew that don't like me and you. And I didn't mean that to rhyme, but it just happened to be. About time. Now anyway, that wasn't intentional. But anybody within the sound of my voice, and if you're listening to this podcast, you and I are sharing this earth together. We are in this adventure together, like it or lump it. And like it or not, we're in this adventure together. Did I want a nail biter? No. Did I expect humanity to be that stupid and ignorant? No. But then they're saying that about us, which is why we need to get rid of these election shits in the first place. Or if you're going to have one, mature past your nose and look at somebody by their merits and by their abilities and by their past record. Not because she's black and she's got the right genitals. No, I pick somebody who is adherence to my beliefs, my values, my importance, what's important to me. I mean, not my necessarily personal importance, but global importance. Okay? I'm not here for no agenda. I'm not here to be your slave. And I'm sure as fuck not here to work myself to death on a system I had no say in helping set up. And that is what I'm talking about. So y'all can act nefarious with it and act like biblical times then. sacrificing kids so you could eat them and giving the parts to the devil? No, I don't think so. Not on my watch. So yeah, research me, research what I just said, look it up. Whole point being, this man stood before Goliath and slain him again. And yeah, backhanded a couple of females more than Doug Emhoff did. All right, and that one you guys wanted to vote for? Yeah, he was mean to the same women you're screaming about 47 is now doing the same. No, if he had been, wouldn't it have come out already? Or you're just going to believe what one lie after another, after another, after another. Start watching your discernment, ladies and gentlemen. Believe, or put another way, your woman got her ankles around her ears. Hold on, that's my cat trying to come back in. Come here, cat. Come here, you. I'm recording now. Come on in here. Nothing. Go lay down. Gracious. Come on, kitty. Yes, this is Oscar the cat. Anyway, you come home early. You see some dude plowing your woman. She's got her ankles around her ears. Or ladies, you come home and see your man plowing some woman who's got her ankles around behind her ears. And the one being catching the scene, being man and woman, two separate instances, but at the same time, paired up next to each other. What are you doing? Oh, baby, yeah, what you gonna do? Believe me or you believe your eyes? Yeah, I think I'm gonna believe my eyes. Get the fuck out and go with them. Yeah, well, she said, get out, bitch, and go with her. Yeah, that. Okay? I am strictly an independent. Whatever political pundit is saying shit that's on my frequency, I'm good with. But I refuse. I absolutely refuse. To go with somebody simply because she and I have the same genitalia. It's got nothing to do with body parts. It's got nothing to do with skin tone. We had a bunch of people running for president. Not one of them was an albino now, were they? No. You didn't see a man or a woman albino running for president, did you? No. You're not going to pick them because you're not an albino? Or are you going to pick them because you aren't one? No. You pick the individual because the individual shares your values, beliefs, and principles, and morals and ethics and merits. Not because they look like you. Okay, well, Amira looks like you too. You ain't going to vote for it. And then the meltdowns. Oh, the meltdowns are beautiful, though. The meltdowns are beautiful, though. But in order to say this next, and this next is this. You in the woo community crying over heartbreak that won't matter 10 months from now. Any more than my victory will matter 10 months from now. But here's the thing. Be happy. You know what I'm angry about and I'm disappointed in and I'm upset about and I'm straight up just pissed. You can't be happy for somebody who won. It's not about reproductive rights. It never freaking was, because if it was, it would have come out long before this. Don't you think he wouldn't have made it the first time around? Okay, so stop believing some lies and believe what's in front of your eyeballs. As opposed to, come on, baby, who you gonna believe, me or your eyeballs? Yeah, you might love the guy or the woman plowing or getting the plowing, but that doesn't mean you're psyche and your spirit and your essence and who you are as an individual need to take that. You know what I mean? There's only so much you can tolerate. Once somebody crosses that threshold, oh, you're like a fucking banshee. You're like a cornered rat. You will come out fighting even though you never had a fighting bone in your body. You suddenly come out fighting. You're like, whoa, who's this individual? The individual that finally reached the breaking point of being fed up. That's what happened Tuesday night. Everybody got to the point of being fed the fuck up, and that's why he won. We're done not having money. We're done being broke. We're done fighting. We're done arguing with neighbors and longtime friends and lovely family members and brothers and sisters and whatever over what? Something that's not going to matter 4 years from now? You really are delusional. If you want to put a friendship on the line simply because of that, then you know what? You never then were my friend to begin with. You never were interested in me. It was always conditional. I don't want conditional love anymore. I want unconditional love. That feels way better. I want unprecedented love and prosperity and abundance and riches. And you know what? The planet is sick of all it lacking that too. Because kids, whether you believe it or not, know it or not, want to accept it or not, want to see it or not, want to acknowledge it or not, it still is. Energy moves. Energy speaks. Energy lives. You want to know why? You ever go into a room and you be like, oh, I'm not going in there. Nope, nope. You feel such a nasty, disgusting, bad juju vibe coming from it? Yeah. Want to explain where that came from? It's called rotten, lousy, low vibe energy. Or one of those, you ever watch some nasty horror pictures? And I'm not a big horror fan, so yeah, don't come here for me for advice. I don't like it. And you tell those fools, don't go in the basement. You know nothing ever goes good in the basement. Get out of there. And you hear nothing but from there. And, or even worse, you go down there and you go, and you're like, okay, stay out of there. That's what I'm talking about. Bad juju. Conversely, you go somewhere and you feel fantastic, and before you know it, it's time to go home or the event is over, and because you were in such a high vibe, time flew by and you felt nothing and it felt great. But then when something is scary and spooky, time is crawling. That's also intentional. And that, my ladies and gentle peoples, was what Einstein was tapping into. He was writing out mathematically what consciousness was, what you feel. The goosies when your stomach flips when you see that cute guy, that cute girl. Or that pull that you can't explain. That. But he figured out mathematically what everybody else feels energetically. It doesn't make it any less wrong. It just comes in a different form. That's the same thing like with water. Okay? Are you going to cuss at water for being rain or fog or sleet or drizzle or a misty spray from a hose or the type of stuff you drink and swim in and take a bath in and do laundry in? No. It just comes in a different form. That's all it is. There ain't no more. So too, what happened this Tuesday past will pass. I just say it's a Pyrrhic victory because those of you who wanted this have her win both times, okay, first of all, y'all had your way for the current administration. 2, you had your way with Obama for 8 years. The man only had one term. That's the second. Give him his second shot. 3, God is running this. Not you, not me. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to lose. But it's also time to start acting fucking adult about it. And none of this, our heart is broken because he's gonna do all of these things and make me a slave. No, he's not. And if he's gonna do all that, then pack up and take your ball and bat and go to hell on home. Leave. But why must you share all of that heartbrokenness all over, and alienate one side? Okay, you might feel alienated, and I'm sorry that you do, but hey, you win some, you lose some. Teams win, teams lose. What if the shoe had been on the other foot? What if you had won? Would you be this heartbroken for the side who lost? No. So stop acting selfishly right now and making those who did win feel bad that you're hurting. I'm sorry that you're hurting. I really am. But are you hurting for yourself or are you hurting for her? Because she had 4 years to do exactly nothing. And nobody wanted that anymore. So rather than be heartbroken over a lie, be even more heartbroken over the truth. Because in fact, honestly, I think you're even more heartbroken over the truth. And what pisses me off most, other than don't lie to me, the fact that you can't be happy for somebody having this, even if you are diametrically opposed to the individual emotionally, verbally, whatever issue, stance, whatever. He's still a fellow human being. He is still a fellow human being. And if you want to have the same respect that you're expecting for your trans child, which in my view is contradictory in the woo, because how are you going to try to tell God that he made a mistake in your child and try and make your child become the opposite sex? But consciousness is perfect, you say? Well, if consciousness is perfect, so is your kid. There you are. There you are. But what bothered me was that the tone of, bitch, you a grown-ass woman, stop it. Breathe, feel your feelings, but you know what? Stop acting like a big kid with it either. No, I'm not gloating. No, I'm not. A little part of me is going, nah. Yes, I am. Because we're done with this childishness of everybody has to have a chance. Everybody has to have a turn. Everybody's got to be president. Everybody can't. We need to make it fair to be a president for everybody. No. Any more than my boy, who was really a boy, thinks he's a girl. And you know what? I want you to respect that. You know something? Why don't you talk to Elon Musk? Because he loves his child. Okay? But he doesn't know his child anymore. And I'm going to give you a big secret, ladies and gentle peoples. Those of you who took Fauci's ouchie, okay? You didn't know, and pray that you can undo that. You can. It's just going to be a long-ass hard road for you to undo it. But sadly, every one of your DNA strands has now a third strand. That third strand disconnected your soul from the rest of you. Yeah. Bad news. I know. And those of you who took the Fauci ouchie, I feel horrible for you. I cried for you. I pray for you every day. And I still cry for you even when y'all did it. So if you're feeling a little more detached than you ordinarily would? That's why. See, I'm not. I'm a pure blood. I am a pure blood. I might be muggle born, but I'm a straight pure blood. And I tell you what. You're not taking my soul. 2 reasons. 1, it isn't mine to give. It's mine, but it's not. Because I don't have permission. I do not have permission to give it away. That's number 2. Because I didn't make it. It belongs to me, but it doesn't belong to me to give away. I don't want to know separation from God. And number 3, why would you support a woman who never got shot at? Now, granted, getting shot at is no honor. But if somebody is trying to take a pop at you, there's a reason for it, don't you think? And I didn't see anybody taking no pops at her. Now, if he's willing to do that for this country, like you've got family members that did that for their military service, you then are going to be contradictory and then cry about why she lost? If you look back on this, you'll see how foolish that choice was. And certain channelers, albeit I love their tact and grace, don't get it twisted. But I'm not gloating over this win like you think I am, any more than you need to be heartbroken over this loss. You see what I'm saying? Arsenio Hall, God bless his heart, put it best. He never looked at his great reviews any more than he looked at his shitty ones. Why? He just wanted to keep doing him. He didn't want to be swayed one way or the other. This is how you treat that. You shouldn't be heartbroken over this loss any more than I need to be joyous and gloriously joyous over this win. I don't want you being heartbroken over this loss. You being heartbroken over being lied to? You being heartbroken over watching your man plowing another female that's not you? And you catch him with her ankles behind her ears? You gonna be heartbroken over that? Ladies and gentlemen, here's what you didn't know about that campaign. 8 hours, them people were on their feet waiting for her to show up. 8 hours. No seats, no beverages or refreshments of any kind. Only people just going to the bathroom and coming and going. Just if they wanted something to drink, they had to go out and go get it. And they had to show ID and whatever. And even then, they were limited to the times they can come in and out. Oh, yeah. But see, the media won't tell you that. I had to do that own digging. I had to be my own media. I'm my own independent journalist, just like I'm my own bowling league. Okay? That she left those people standing there almost 9 hours on their feet until eventually some people sat on the floor. They got tired. No food, no refreshments, no water, no beverages, no nothing. 9 hours. She didn't even come out. Now tell me again how she gives a rip about your reproductive rights. Tell me again how in California, she locked up good black men and some rotten ones too. Some rotten ones, of course. For carrying small amounts of weed. Oh, you didn't know about that. Or if you did, you didn't care. So really examine your hearts. Why are you this heartbroken over somebody willing to let them lie to your face? Why are you this heartbroken over somebody who openly doesn't give a fuck about you? Smiles in your face and can't wait to stab that beautiful Damascus in your back. Okay? So tell me again why you're heartbroken. I'm angry and you're taking from my joy that somebody wants to fix this country I'm upset that you're upset. Oh, and you're upset over a lie? No. That is what's pissing me off. That you are diminishing other people's joy because you want to feel some kind of way. You're being a sore loser. You are being a sore loser. And no, people that are openly celebrating. There were people that had farms, that had family members that needed life-saving medical equipment for whatever reason, constantly being threatened for their utility company to get shut off notices and shit because the kid needed the breathing machine or the feeding machine or whatever. Or the refrigerator to keep the food cold in order to keep the kid alive or whatever. I mean, you don't know the extenuating circumstances until you know. And all of these fucking meltdowns all over the internet. I mean, I'm sorry. I had a nice laugh. I did. Because you know something? You know what? You want to be heartbroken over a lie? Okay, be heartbroken over a lie. I'm not going to let you steal my joy over this. Oh, no, am I not going to let you steal my joy over that? And that's why I was angry. Because you are thieving on someone's joy because because if it wasn't your way, I'm not going to be celebratory too. So I'm going to be manipulated and be heartbroken. You know what? Be heartbroken. You know what? Be heartbroken. Okay? You're not living out of a motel. You don't have dental work resembling a hoarder's house. All of that happened under his administration, my family and me. But you want to be heartbroken because you want to continue that? What kind of an individual are you? I'm glad your heart is broken. You know what? You know why? Because that nasty part of you needed to go. That was a very awful, ugly, disgusting, nasty attachment of an imp on you that needed to leave. And you want to rain on my parade over my joy over somebody taking a bullet not once, twice, 3 times for this country? And you want to come back with, I'm heartbroken? How about you just got done listening to a sesh about being grateful, and then you in turn around being heartbroken? No. What you were losing, dear hearts, was the side of you that's egotistically holding on to that shit, that which would not have served you if she won. Thank you, God, she didn't. Thank you, Jesus, God, she did not win. And you'll look back on this one day and say, you know what the fuck was... Yeah, exactly. What the fuck were you thinking? You weren't. Because sometimes when you are in your feels, and that's great, Greg, but you also got to let logic take the wheel. Kind of like when you're hydroplaning, okay? The first thing they say to you in hydroplaning, don't panic. So when you're in feels, what are you going to do? Oh, I broke, I'm panicking. Don't panic. You gotta let the logic run the show, or at least take the wheel while you're over there in the corner, fetal position in the corner, flooding up a box of tissues. I'm so over this, y'all. I'm so over this. Man, particularly in the woo community, y'all know better than this. Y'all are better than this. Y'all know better than this. Anyway, get a hold of me if you want to. Ghost Talk, GHOSTHAWKE @gmail.com. Taking donations, same handle at PayPal. Telegram, Ghost Rogue 1. And be good, be safe. Keep the faith, everybody. We'll get through this. It's going to be okay. We're going to be on the other side of this regardless. I love you anyway. Some of you left, that's fine. I still love you. Ghost Talk is out.